Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are reviewing The Adam Project on Netflix, directed by Sean Levy and starring Ryan Reynolds, Jennifer Garner, Zoe Saldana and Mark Ruffalo. The Adam Project tells the story of Adam, who has time travelled back to 2022. He is on a rescue mission that has gone slightly astray and he finds himself in his childhood home with his younger self. Before we go any further though, could you be a dear? Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It really does help me and the channel massively, and we thank you if you do. Also give us a follow on Instagram. You will get access to further content, polls, tournaments, and you get to choose what I review. If you can make me suffer if you want. How fun would that be? Getting back to the Adam Project, I thought this had a really good start. They immediately gave you something to be intrigued by. It's not the most outstanding action, edge of your seat type of thing, but it's certainly intriguing enough. They don't give you all of the facts and information. They just sort of drop you into the drama and you're like, oh, okay, what's going on here? But they have fun with it. It's not like a exposition dump where this is everything you need to know right at the start. It's just a bit of action. It's a bit of fun. It's a taste of what to expect later down the line. And I thought it's actually a really good start to the movie to get the audience on board like that. Well done. It actually kind of gave me the vibe of imagine if Ryan Reynolds was Star-Lord. That's kind of this. Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, I thought he was great in this movie. I am a little Ryan Reynolds out. I'm a bit tired of the whole Deadpool shtick routine, and it is still here. But I think what made it work here is that he actually genuinely has great chemistry with everyone else around him. He was great with Mark Ruffalo. He was great with the younger version of himself. I thought he even had great chemistry with Zoe Saldana. There's times when those two need to get a damn room. They cannot keep their hands off each other. But that made the typical Ryan Reynolds shtick be okay on this occasion, but it doesn't change the fact that I am a little bit tired of it, and I would like to see Ryan Reynolds do something a bit different now. I also enjoyed the concept of meeting yourself. It's a concept as old as time, and no, they don't get crazy deep with it and explore it to its fullest depths, but they certainly have fun with it. And I think a lot of the back and forth between older Ryan and younger Ryan is a lot of what's holding this film up. I thought they did a nice job of exploring past regrets, you know, those moments where you don't realise that's the last time you're going to see that person until 10 years later and it dawns on you that you haven't seen that person or you had a big fight or however it might be. I thought they did a nice job of touching on that. It could have been a bit deeper and more impactful to the story, but I did like it for what it was. I thought it did bring some emotional semblance to the film. Action was really smoothly filmed. It's very easy to follow. I like that the camera seems to go with the motion of the action. So if you pull back a punch, the camera goes with the fist that's being reeled back. And as you let it go, it comes with it. I like that creative side to it. And I have to say, the CGI was also pretty damn smooth and impressive throughout the movie. There is a fuck me, my voice went there, didn't it? Wow. There is a de-aging scene, which flutters in quality, is how I will say it politely. There are times where I looked at it and I thought, that looks really convincing. And then there's other times where I thought, oh, damn, that looks horrible. I don't know if they quite nailed the de-aging in this movie. But I also felt that as much as the design of this was so very clearly inspired by the films, there's touches of Guardians of the Galaxy in here, there's a bit of Star Wars, there's definitely some Terminator in this movie. As much as they did that, it always managed to stay inspired rather than a really lazy rehash, if that makes sense. It's as if they kind of took the best bits of all of those films and put them together to try and make something here. I mean, there's like the soundtrack is totally in the vein of Guardians of the Galaxy, and as much as I love the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack, I thought this was also a great soundtrack. When Led Zeppelin came on, Good Times, Bad Times, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let's get this going. There's even a point where the young kid even mentions that one of the weapons looks like a lightsaber. And it kind of does. It is different. It doesn't work exactly like a lightsaber, but it does look like a lightsaber. And that's what I mean. It's like they know what they're doing, but they managed to make it their own. That's quite hard to do, so I do have some praise for them there. But this film isn't perfect, I'm afraid to say. The big one for me is the dialogue. It really needed sharpening up in several places. Sometimes things are said and it's just a little bit too heavy-handed a little bit too on the nose. It's like the moment it's said, it's so obvious that that's going to come back around in 45 minutes, so remember that really important line that was just said. It's like that. There's no subtlety to its dialogue. I remember right near the beginning, Jennifer Garner's literally looking at her boy and saying, "The future is coming sooner than you think." Gee. That couldn't have been any more on the nose if you tried, could it? I also have some issues with the relationship between Jennifer Garner and her son. It's a little bit blurred lines, if you ask me. The boy is a little bit strange. He is way too smart for his own good, and he often acts well beyond his years, and it's a little creepy, to be honest with you. Like, there's a moment at the start where his mum's going on a date, and he calls his mum back to zip her dress up. Surely that's something you know. I don't go around wearing dresses, but I'm pretty sure if your dress is like a shimmy away from falling off your body and leaving you naked, I feel like that's something you know, and yet she was just gonna walk out the door with her dress half hanging off her. Secondly, the whole like zipping up the dress routine, isn't that normally played as like a building brick for like when two yet to be lovers are building their chemistry? It's not really a sort of mother and 10-year-old son thing. And then he's like super protective about who his mum dates. I don't know, that just feels like a bit of a warped relationship, if you're asking me. Not judging, just saying. The humour is also a bit eye-rolling, to say the least. It's better than some of the crap that I have seen in the past couple of years, but it also isn't hilarious. It's trying to make you laugh. It's not consistently trying to make you laugh. It doesn't get like relentless and you're just sitting there like, "Oh, dude, look, I'm not laughing. Can you stop?" You never get to that point, but it's just jokes are throughout the movie, and I have to admit, none of them ever made me laugh at any point. It was quite juvenile in its humour. Fart jokes and sex jokes for 10-year-olds, it's that kind of thing, and it just didn't land with me. This one could be a game changer for a lot of you, but they don't explain the time travel here. I tell a lie, they do explain the time travel, but my God, Flimsy is being polite about it. They don't discuss this, they just sort of basically wrap it up and say movie magic. Deal with it. Some of you are going to struggle with that. My advice is you do just have to sort of turn off your brain with this movie and take it for what it is. Just like an easy popcorn flick. That's what this is. I'm going to give The Adam Project a 7 out of 10. This is a mixed bag and it certainly has flaws, but I enjoyed it a lot more than I disliked it. My gripes mostly fell down to the dialogue and the humour of the film, and I think they had some missed opportunities with the deeper, more profound material that this concept offers. I feel like they played it a little bit too safe in places and tried to stay in the realm of fun when they could have actually been quite profound and impactful. This is exactly where it needs to be. This strikes me as the perfect Friday night movie. If the weather is awful, the family are all sat at home with nothing to do, get a takeaway in and pop this on. It'd be a great choice. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And please be sure to hit the comment section. What did you think of The Adam Project? Let me know in the comment section below. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.